Stern? Remember them? Remember how we ventured to the zone together, our first time out? You shouldn't have wandered over here, man.
Here's a little present for you! Here's a little present for you!
You are, my good man.
I've got what you've asked for. It's amazing this lamp is still intact.
Okay. Business first, I get it.
I've seen what this piece of shit is capable of.
The ward is about to attack Duga. Their best men are going to be there. This piece of shit would be very helpful in thinning out their ranks.
So we're back to the same old bloodthirsty plan, huh?
Ah, that's how the zone works. Some people have to suffer, so other people can stop suffering.
You knew all along, you son of a bitch.
Tell me, do you actually have some place to go back to? Or have you found what you were looking for?
Too many words, too few answers.
Man. A long time ago, I woke up in the scientist's mobile lab at Yonam Station. They were good men. They fed me and took care of me, all while huddled together in a cramped little iron box. I wanted to help them, to find them a better place to live. During one of my trips, I stumbled upon the chemical plant. Yes, sure, another brick monstrosity, but back then, it was like an oasis to me. So those good men moved there. It was the first Spark group. We kept to ourselves, minded our own business, even during the new faction war. Until one day, bam, 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 Topol, he was the first to die. Mace tried to warn us. Over here! But all he could do was wheeze. Spirit and I tried to escape through the workshop, and then the second assault squad burst in. Boom! But Snake had a grenade ready for them. Thieves rule and wardens rule. Boom! And now tell me, who holds the chemical plant now?
The ward.
Yes, the ward. I've kept away from any ruins ever since, except for the ruins of the Institute. Sure, you can take my bloodthirsty plan as paying off a debt. But this war isn't just my war. Yes, you. Him. You came to the zone looking for justice too, didn't you?
What's the point of all the sacrifice, Scar? All these victims.
What's the point? We're all to stand upon the sea. Through death, through darkness thus. I choose the nets that swallow me. This mortal coil failed us. Do what must be done, and the mystery will reveal itself. That I know for sure. As for you, just have faith.
is the signal you're doing? You provided Lodechka with the emitters. Could you have supplied Faust as well?
Lodechka needed the emitters. Faust needed the emitters. The professor is a good man, and good men usually help each other, even when it comes to essential supplies. Sometimes they might not even be aware of it.
You stopped Stalin from replicating the Caribbean experiment. Why?
Feeling homesick, Skiff? You shouldn't be. If Dallin had gone ahead with it, the entire zone would have become Cold Island, and you wouldn't be the only one left homeless. My only regret is that we acted too late. Much like you and Strider now.
What's the plan, S.T.A.L.K.E.R? What's our next move?
The plan is as simple as it gets. The Ward intends to destroy the zone, along with you and me, of course. But we're going to stop them. How? Easy enough. We're going to strike back. Starting with the Dugas for now.
What do you want me to do?
First, head over to our tech, Power Plug. He'll hand you the control emitter and give you the 101 on how to use it and where it goes.
Oh, and Power Plug's got a little present for you, too. It's time to stop hiding, Skiff. Let the zone know you're one of us now.
Ah, there you are.
S.T.A.L.K.E.R told me to grab some scrap here.
Scrap you can grab. As for the control emitter, I'm handing it over as I was told. So it probably makes no difference to grunts like you. Don't mess with it. We've had a few accidents already. Now those accidents are either drooling in a corner or doing a little dance under the controller's spell.
What are all these preparations for?
We're planning a big surprise for the Ward at the Dugas. But in order for our mousetrap to work, we have to wind it up first. And that's where the control emitter comes in.
What do I need to do with the emitter?
There's an abandoned complex beneath the Brumming factory. Inside, you'll find the device the emitter is meant to be used with. Your job is to hook the emitter up to the device. Then get the heck out of there. Comms might get wonky, but we'll know when the job's done, rest assured. You figured out by now that the road we take leads to a better zone, right? I'm here to pave that road. Think about it. We're pushing the wards so hard they're practically gasping for air. Spark wouldn't be able to pull this off without the tours I've been whipping up. I can give your gear a makeover too if you want. You're one of the good guys now. You gotta look the part.
Where's your main base, by the way?
We haven't got one, duh. It's essential for our organization's operations, you dig? We're all about staying mobile and never leaving a trail. We're down here. See you around.
To all STC staff, an emission is approaching. It is dangerous to remain outside.
long are we supposed to stay on patrol here? Zartov said we need to stay put until we get new orders. So we're gonna keep patrolling until our knees give out. When the captain needs us, he'll get in touch. The rest isn't our concern.
Man, that was crazy. I was walking past the rupture when I heard Fedorchuk shouting from inside. I peeked in, but there was no one there.
Hey, the same shit happened to me there a few times, but I usually keep quiet about it.
I wouldn't have cared if that jerk Fedorchuk hadn't told me the same night that I was the one calling out to him from that crack.
Who's that? Lost or something?
I've located evidence of the facility's modification to ensure remote control of the Dugan from that damned Malachite. These rooms aren't even on my map, and the Ministry of Defense and Secret Technologies called it a comprehensive briefing. Fuck, it's a combination lock. How am I supposed to know if there's anything related to sea consciousness in there? Just great. Now I need to figure out the code. What the hell was Dr. Orlov thinking? What was that? Who's there? Located and secured fragmentary data related to the experiment to map the noosphere, including the location and interconnections of its synapses. The facility is in a state of advanced disrepair, with many documents lost to natural decay. Damn it, much of the equipment is literally falling apart in my hands. The scant information I've managed to salvage will be documented only in these reports. Ouch! Hurts! Where the hell did this desk come from? Fuck! Am I lost or something? Hell? 1976. Commencing Stage 2 of the Dugat test. Launch in 3, 2, 1. Receiving C signal. Processing information. Shutting down. Fascinating. We can consider this test a success. I believe we can proceed to the next stage. Nevertheless, arrived at the Promin facility to locate and eliminate any potential records related to Project X and the team. I immediately discovered an archived audio recording of Dr. Orlov's initial successful test. It was a sheer stroke of luck that this data didn't fall into unauthorized hands, given that it was essentially in plain sight. Efforts are underway to uncover any other Project X materials, including those pertaining to the modification of the Dugat into a Psi installation.
Enemy is close. Keep looking.
Becker, come in. Respond. Assemble a new recon team and dispatch them to Becker at once. Provide him and his men with all the support they need. front row seat for the show. We're right under the monolith's nose at the Dugas, so get over there quickly. You're the last one we're waiting for.
there you are. Ready for the show?
Depends. What's the plan this time?
You'll love it. We're killing two birds with one stone. The monolithians are all yours.
And what about the ward?
They're not your concern. I've got a little surprise cooked up for them. Just focus on the task at hand. While everyone's busy dealing with the mess at the checkpoint, you'll take over the underground comm center, then eliminate the leader of the monolith. I've thought it all through. This way, you'll come at them from their blind side. Any questions?
Why do we need the comm center?
To secure total control over the Dugas. We can't afford to let our advantage slip away at the most crucial moment.
None whatsoever.
Now, we wait for the ward. We've got some time, so rest up and prepare yourself. We'll wake you up when it's time.
Rise and shine, Skiff. It's time.
We have no other life beyond our devotion to him. For the monolith. It's getting hot.
Listen to me, brothers, for I am the word of the monolith. There will be no more pain, no more fear. The monolith has taken us and given us power instead. Rejoice, brothers. Those who are in eternal union with the monolith can never be stopped. You can't kill God, just like you can't kill the sky above our heads.
Skiff. I, for one, savored every moment. The zone really tore the world asunder today.
You'd better explain why I had to kill the same guy over and over again.
They were illusions, phantom doubles, like those conjured by certain mutants. Who knows what other tricks the preacher has up his sleeve? Right now, he poses a greater threat to our cause than the Ward. Head over to STC.K.E.R and find Ozerski. He's a friend of Spark. He'll help us understand this tech and come up with a plan to tackle those doubles.
Freeze. This is a secure facility. No rookie stalkers allowed. Limited access, special permit required.
Does Korshinov's badge count as a special permit?
You're from the ward? Well, why didn't you say so? Come on in.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Professor Ozerski, the director of STC.K.E.R. If you intend to remain at the center, please avoid interfering with our work and treat all visitors with courtesy and respect. My colleagues frequently require stalker assistance to retrieve artifacts or conduct field experiments. Should you prove yourself capable, you may be entrusted with such assignments.
I'm looking for information about the Phantoms. A monolithian called Faust conjured doubles of himself during a fight. I want to know how this is possible.
and I want to never have to hear about the subject again. But I suppose you're luckier than I am. The doubles you witnessed are induced illusions caused by Psi influence within the Tau range. This Faust fellow appears to be employing older Psi consciousness technology. Psi consciousness were the ones who extensively researched induced illusions and their impact on humans. Have you heard about the Wish Granter? That's their handiwork.
I want to know more about induced illusions.
I'm not entirely sure we still have any books with enough information here at the center. The S.T.A.L.K.E.R archives would come in handy here.
I got them after the signal. They're saved on this flash drive.
Oh, that makes it so much easier. However, analyzing these archives will require a considerable amount of time, and I take it you need answers as soon as possible. Fortunately, the X network is up and running again. There's an abandoned mirror facility nearby. It was used to study induced illusions until 2008. If you can restart it and reconnect the mirror to Malachite, I could look for the information you need.
What exactly do I need to do?
2 things. Activate the visual projection center and calibrate the communication antenna. Mind you, configuring the antenna might require specific conditions. The older the equipment, the harder it is to set it up properly. I advise you to find an operations manual for the facility's engineering team and follow its guidelines to the letter. Talk to you later.
Howdy, eggheads. Care to tell me where S.T.A.L.K.E.R is?
Young man, I'd like to ask you.
Nah, don't bother. Just get S.T.A.L.K.E.R.
I can't concentrate.
You're welcome. Take it easy on the drinks. Did you hear what they did to Ozerski? Don't let your guard down. The Malachite we knew is done and dusted, Rona.
How may I help you?
It's all good. I've sampled everything myself. I'll see you again.
What's Spark doing here anyway?
Getting us research materials under Professor Ozerski's direction.
When I left Garbage, I was headed for Pripyat, just like everyone else. But then I stopped just shy of it, as you can see. And I think I made the right call. Tech likes peace and quiet, and it's always messy in Pripyat. So if you need something fixed or adjusted, give me a shout. Just don't rush me, okay? No rush, I'll do it nice and slow. Yep, don't be a stranger.
Professor Ozerski says that my commitment to maintaining order stifles the flight of imagination. Well, flights are for airplanes. And in science, order is paramount. That's why I won't tolerate mess. No discounts, no let's make a deal, and certainly no I'll pay you next time. You pay, you get your goods, not the other way around. Is that understood? Good.
Yeah.
It's unusual to find a scientist behind a counter, rather than in a lab.
What's so unusual about it? I've got a degree in math. That's why Professor Ozerski assigned me to this post. STC Malachite is like a tumultuous ocean of scientific chaos. But I'm still trying to make a stand against it, even from here. For instance, nobody seems to care that neither Blizzard nor Lefty ever came back from their expeditions. By the way, do you think you could assist me with, helping them?
Maybe I can help, but I need to know more.
Some might see me as a soulless bureaucrat, but I genuinely care about missing people, even if they went missing for the sake of science. First, there's Blizzard. He's a stalker who's been part of our team for a long time. He went to collect bone samples from bloodsucker victims, and we haven't heard from him since. I'm concerned. Second, Lefty and his group went to take Psi radiation measurements. Shortly afterwards, he sent word they were in trouble. And then, they went dark.
Sorry, I can't help you right now.
If you change your mind, I'll be here. Hello. Looking for some equipment, are you?
About Blizzard and Lefty. You still need my help locating them?
Yes. The situation remains uncertain.
Do you know where I can find Blizzard?
I believe he ventured to the outskirts of the industrial zone. It's a swampy area, a favored habitat for bloodsuckers. I warned him not to go alone. But he was always a bit stubborn.
Where exactly was Lefty headed?
The S.T.A.L.K.E.R area. We had an urgent need to measure the Psi radiation there so we could try to understand it. Some individuals, such as Professor S.T.A.L.K.E.R, believe that Lefty's group can handle it on their own. But what if they can't? Especially given that I'm the one who sent them to take those measurements. If you find them, but they're already beyond help, try to retrieve the Psi radiation data. It's of the utmost importance.
Fine. I'll do my best.
Excellent. I have forwarded the coordinates to your PDA. I'll be waiting for the good news. Or, well, any news at all. Hello. Here's what we've got. Have a nice day.
Wait for it, guys. Here's a good one. Hilarious. Funny as an extra shift.
got a real breakthrough here. We've gone from incoherent noises, grainy visuals, and flitting shadows to a repeatable illusion, clear and vivid. We've finally determined the range at which CFX can produce distinct induced illusions. They're still lacking specific details and features for now, but we can already create projections of both physical objects and images born from the human subconscious.
We're on our way. Give me a sit rep. Raspy, come in.
Saw Kisyatov yesterday. Dead, ghastly and decomposing. As he walked around the corner, he passed me by with a blank stare. He didn't even look at me. Then the next morning he strode past me again, alive and well, and greeted me as if nothing had happened. Not a trace of decay. I checked the center. It's powered down. It was off yesterday too. What does this imply? Do these illusions continue after the VPC is shut down? Have we made them too tangible? Or perhaps the issue lies with me, and I'm seeing things that don't exist. My initial hypothesis is confirmed. The sea influence within the ranges in which we operate at the center doesn't entirely cease even after a complete shutdown. We'll continue with the experiments on induced illusions, but all participants will receive specialized recovery medications from now on. Moreover, we are developing an emergency security system to shut down the station if the sea influence within its range exceeds acceptable levels. Professor Azimovsky has been confirmed to the maintenance and won't be participating in further research at this facility. I'm hopeful for his recovery.
Please proceed to your seats.
Thank you for establishing a secure connection. I was able to retrieve the information you requested. The Controller Project was responsible for the creation of phantoms as part of its research into induced illusions. However, all related data is highly classified and never went public. Fortunately, we have a list of the scientists involved in the project. If any of them are alive and in the zone, you may be able to get your information straight from the horse's mouth, as it were.
Do you know anyone on that list?
Regrettably, no. But I know someone who could assist you. Richter. He used to be a guide, but now his work mostly revolves around finding people. He's just the man you need.
This Richter guy's all over the place. Seems to know everyone in the zone. Where do you know him from?
If not for him, S.T.A.L.K.E.R and I wouldn't be working together right now. I was interested in meeting him, and Richter arranged it. I wouldn't recommend someone unless I was certain of their competence. Richter knows his way around the zone. If anyone from this list is still here, he'll track them down for you.
Do you know where I can find Richter?
When he's not busy with his clients, he usually frequents the 100 Rods bar in Rostock. Try looking for him there. You can ask our guide. He'll help you find your way there. Raspy's gone dark. Do we head in, or wait a little longer?
Just hold on. We've got a little time left. Why does he always want to play the fucking scout? Sherlock warned us against going in alone. Once he gets back, we're gonna remind him about how the customer is always right. Hey, Stalker! I need a hand! I can't do this alone!
Come on, help me out. What are you looking at? Get off me. I'm sorry, bud. You got me out of a jam, Stalker. Thanks for that. I was trying to slip past without disturbing this beautiful creature, but it didn't work out. It's a damn shame.
What, are you feeling sorry for this monster?
What did it do wrong? It's a predator. It hunts to survive, builds its own nest, protects it if it has to. But when it comes to monsters, humans are the worst monsters out there.
You're alive, that's good enough for me. Take care.
Thanks for not walking on by. Let me send you a little something.
Here's the polo. No clinking glasses on this one.
You hear the news? Freedom and duty are at it again. Now I gotta sit here and wait for duty to storm in, take Rostock back, and execute me as a traitor. But for the moment, it's mostly just threats. And I've still got work to do. So, what's your poison?
Trying to calm him down. And then he pulled his gun out. And...
Do you have any work for me?
You're in the market for some new gear, and the old coupon stash is running low, eh? I get it. Here's what I can offer you.
I'm not interested in this kind of job for now.
Flush with coupons, are you? Well, whatever.
it turns out, he wants Rostock himself.
You wanna chat?
I need to find some people. S.T.A.L.K.E.R mentioned you might be able to help me with that.
You're making some friends, I see. S.T.A.L.K.E.R is a man with a heart of gold. When he's not being pain in the ass, anyway.
You seem pretty popular yourself. Are you some kind of recruiter? Bringing folks to Strider, mingling with scientists, cozying up to S.T.A.L.K.E.R. And you keep popping up wherever I go, too.
Must be the Zone's will. Nah, there's a plenty of recruiters here without me. By the way, there's that stalker who showed up after the signal, S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Ever heard of him? He's a legend around here. I hear he's putting together a new crew. He doesn't like what's going on in the Zone and he wants to shake things up.
How can I find this S.T.A.L.K.E.R guy?
Nah. I might have said too much already. Either the Zone's gonna help you, or S.T.A.L.K.E.R will find you himself. But I don't think you two would hit it off right now. As long as you and S.T.A.L.K.E.R keep looking for the Shining Zone, you better stay away from S.T.A.L.K.E.R. He doesn't trust or cooperate with anyone. Can you really blame him?
There are no trustworthy people in the Zone. S.T.A.L.K.E.'s got that right. Looking for allies is a waste of time. Speaking of which, do you know anyone on this list?
I know one of them, Dvupalov. He's a real grump when he's sober, which, thankfully, isn't often. He's usually holed up in his old hideout and doesn't entertain visitors. If you want to talk to him, you'll need to bring him a collar from a mutant. He used to do some research with the collars, and now he just collects them. Talk about sentimental.
Do you know where I can find mutants with those collars?
Sure. I'll even share the coordinates. But keep in mind that Dvupalov's been collecting these collars for a while now. The less dangerous mutants are all gone. Only the nasty ones are still out there. So be careful.